everyone, welcome to VSHRESHTA Academy for clat. It's final 15 days for the examination preparation. We have been receiving a lot of calls with respect to what to be done, what not to be done in the final phase. Now it's since most of the students have almost done up with the preparation. Now what to be done in this last phase? On a honest note, okay, keep up just 10 marks for the final phase. In these 15 days, ensure that you're only solving up last final best marks. Do not do not just hamper around some random papers and all. The best final marks which you have kept should be done in this last 10 days. Apart from these, last 3 days you should ensure to solve the clat 2021, 2022, 2023 papers. They play a very important role now, and those are the papers which will actually give you a lot of confidence. Now coming to the so-called analysis part, attempt, how many questions you have to attempt, what should ideally be your mark scores and all, what should be your order of pattern of examination. By this time, most of our students have convinced themselves with respect to what exactly is their pattern of answering the questions. Now strictly do not leave legal and GK to the last. Ensure that the first 15 minutes or 45 minutes are going to be your legal plus GK. Legal, always go for the maximum attempt. Now, if you are able to come for the so-called eliminate at least two options, now ensure that you are actually solving that particular question. Do not give it a miss, because your attempt in the final phase should be minimum 95 plus. Based on the toughness, but on overall level, ensure that you are going for 95 plus attempt. Now, do not worry now that your scores are around 50, 45, wavering around 60 to 65. Okay, it will improve. Just have the confidence that you are going to ensure for the maximum throttle. Okay, there are many students last year we have seen for the last 7-8 years, students who have done very fair enough in their marks, moderate enough in their mock papers and all. Final examination, they could improve around plus 5 to 10 marks. So do not get panicked, do not worry at all about the so-called present mock scores and all. Just ensure that your preparation process is smooth. Ensure that your health is good, health is doing well. Keep a minimum of 8 to 9 hours of regular study, apart from 2 hours of mock every day. As I said earlier, those 10 marks have to be kept ensured of any particular day which you plan, but last 2 or 3 days ensure that you're only going for the past year papers. Okay. Now, keeping aside, as we come for the individual sections and all, legal should always be the maximum attempt. Revise your concepts, thoughts, contracts, constitutional law and all. Keep revising the fundamental rights articles. Okay, just see the last year random papers of what exactly has been the legal maxims where and all has been covered and all. Okay, IPC, the intellectual property rights where and all, just the random papers. What you can do, give 1.5 hours daily every day for legal section. Whatever marks you have solved till date, it can be 70 plus, 60 plus marks and all. Just read the passages. Even if you do not solve any sort of legal section question and answers also, no problem. But ensure that you get them clarified, you get them to the exact answers of where you went wrong. So that particular 1.5 hours has to be exclusive for reading of legal passages, so that you would be in fine tune with the answering of legal passages. Apart from that, ensure that you are revising your fundamental rights articles, so that it will not be again a point of time where you spend more of the time in the main examination. So strict 1.5 hours for legal, apart from your regular mock. 30 to 35 minutes has to be given for legal section, because that is the most crucial part if at all you really want your scores to be more than 70 plus. As I said earlier, legal plus GK is 50% of the paper. Now in that first 45 to 50 minutes, if you ensure that you are done, half of your paper is over. Do not risk in that particular pattern. It can be GK at the first, no problem. Next comes your legal, but do not experiment with the sections and all. By this time, most of the students are almost done convinced with the pattern of ordering of the questions. That plays a very crucial role. Next important, GK, try to cover as much as possible. Do not go for again monthly, this month is pending, May is pending. Shall I cover current affairs from January 2023 and all. Most of the passage questions in the last 1 year are actually from last 6 months and all. So whatever notes you have made, whatever gist of notes you have made till date, it can be international summits, conferences, recent bills which have been introduced, military exercises, indexes, random GK, current affairs and all, MCQs, appointments. Okay, ensure that you are revising to the most. Whatever mock papers, again ensure that you are revising those GK questions and all. Keep 3 to 4 hours for GK, apart from whatever 1.5 hours for legal. Ensure that 3 to 4 hours of GK is done. Don't overload yourself with respect to GK. It's almost done. What you have to do now is do not try for new things. Keep revising, because it's people have a tendency to forget things. And when it comes to GK, you might know that particular topic and all. Some minute things and all. Probably if the main GK paper, if it is not in our hands, as like what happened in last year. So ensure that you are not making a mistake of leaving the known question for everyone. This is very, very important point. Never make a mistake of, especially with respect to silly questions, simple questions. Even if you make a tough question wrong, even if you leave a tough question wrong, that doesn't matter much. But if you leave a question which is easy to everyone, and if you leave that, that costs you very much. So GK, as I said, you revise whatever notes you have. Do not go for new monthly current affairs and all. Do not get worried about the other friend asking some random questions. Do you know this? Do you know? No, not at all. Be calm, be peaceful, keep revising the so-called whatever notes you have prepared till date. English, just revise vocabulary. It will be really helpful. Whatever 1000+ words which you have, 800+ words, keep revising that. If you have time, ensure that at least 30 to 35 minutes read the editorial section. Go through the theme based, just see once what exactly is tone. If at all you have not revised and all, tone of the passages and all, how to solve tone of the passages, any random literary devices. Ensure that you are actually solving at least one literary device passage based question every day for English. So vocabulary, tones, literary devices, and if attempt those questions in English reasoning only with respect to whenever you're very confident. Legal, go for the truthful. GK, answer only those questions which you are very sure about. Do not take any wild guesses with respect to GK. Next is critical reasoning. As expected, CR is actually very most of the students feel that it is one of the toughest sections. And to very strange notion, last year CR is the most easiest section. So go through the entire paper whenever you are solving any mock paper. If the CR section is easy, attempt the CR section. You can just get an understanding by reading the entire passage itself. If the passage is tough, leave the question to the last of 25 to 30 minutes, whatever you give. English and CR on an overall level, ensure that you are not giving more than 50 to 55 minutes. That is an ideal time to solve both the sections of CR as well as critical reasoning. But critical reasoning is going to be, if at all, again, do not answer CR as well as English section simultaneously. But if you're good at English language, if you think that English is your strength, ensure that CR and English you are giving the maximum best. And finally, last one is your aptitude section.
Important chapters like averages, ratio, proportion, percentages, profit and loss will do. Strictly focus that do not leave aptitude as such. As we see many of the students leaving aptitude section entirely, I'm telling you, those 5 to 6 months out of 10 to 12 questions, they are going to land you in very good national law universities. So this is an overall gist of what to be done, the number of attempts of questions and all. Be peaceful, revise your notes, whatever you have done. Okay, do not overload yourself. Revision is the key. Overall, post-clat also we will be guiding many of the students with respect to the counseling program and all. Okay, any further guidance and all, you can always mail us, you can also call us with respect to the numbers which is being shown. So good luck for these 15 days. Be brave, be confident. As the saying goes, fortune only favors the brave. Just keep practicing as much as you can. Thank you.